Hey, what's happening? Dan from Spurs Mania here. Just thought I'd have a little chat about all things Spurs. There's been a lot going on, hasn't there, recently? Conor Gallagher. Do you know what? Bentancur being out for 3 months. It makes sense. English, homegrown. The only thing that irks me with him is ex-Chelsea captain. And I know he's a Chelsea fan, so I got a thing for like any ex-Chelsea or any ex-Arsenal. Don't want him in the camp, don't want him in the camp. But you know what? The way that Chelsea treated him at the end of his days when he's captain, and just purely for the profit and FFP thing on selling a homegrown player and getting ×3 for the transfer capability going forward. I don't know. I'd be pissed with that if I was a Spurs fan growing up, captain of Spurs, and then they done that to me. I'd be pissed. Yeah. So he wants to get in the England squad for the World Cup, and I reckon he's going to be chomping at the bit. So I got no issues with the transfer. It was just. You know, yeah, I don't like that. But I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He done an epic job at Palace. He was quality at Palace, and then he went back to Chelsea, and Mauricio Pochettino, he was doing the business for them, and he was Pochettino's captain. Is that like a little sign of what's to come? A little enticement for Pochettino in the summer. Who knows? But yeah, it's all been going on, hasn't it? New assistant manager. Ex-boss. Is he possible interim if Frank just messes up the next couple of games? Who knows? Who knows what's going on? Yeah, there's been a lot going on. So Souza now, what's going on with him is apparently he was meant to have his medical yesterday with us. So is that still going on? I know Chelsea were linked with him. I don't know if it's going to be another Williams situation going on and they just come in and steal him from us. Who knows? I know Tim Vickery has spoken positives on Souza and saying quality player. And Tim Vickery is apparently a Spurs fan as well, and he called it on Velies. He said he didn't understand why Spurs were going in for him. And he's been out on loan in Argentina, and he's been doing all right. His interest now from Man City's Brazilian club, Bahia. So, yeah, let's see what happens there. But there's a lot going on in there. I'm happy for the Johnson sale. Apart from putting the ball in the back of the net, I didn't think he offered much in terms of passing, crossing, and his overall gameplay, tracking back. I know he's always going to go down in folklore for being that guy that got us the goal, that won us the Europa League last year. Absolutely epic. I'll always love him for that. And no hard feelings to Johnson. Fellow countryman and all, love him. But I'm happy for that sale. And let's be honest, that money for Johnson has gone on Gallagher, and I think he's going to prove to be more worth in that central midfield position than what Johnson offered on the right. So, and it's just a shame that Kudus got injured straight away. It's typical, isn't it? It's typical. We sell our backup right wing, and then Kudus, our main wing, gets injured straight away. Couldn't write it, could you? You couldn't write it. Or maybe you could. And you got to question, like, I know Romero called them out last season on the medical staff. There's questions to be asked again, and I know there was a lot of sackings on the medical side of things. People who've been there for years and who's questionable, and then where the hell are we at now? We're still getting these massive injuries all the time. But on the injury front, we got Solanke coming back, Bergval and Udogie apparently are all available now and all training again. So there's positives. There's positives. As for the rest of the window now, I know the Crystal Palace boss has just said Mateta could potentially be going, which makes me wonder, are we in for him? Because I tell you what, he's a unit, he is, and he can finish. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're not in for him. We should be in for him, because I reckon he's going to be a step up on Richie. And Muani, I know there's been a lot of criticism of him, but for me, I don't mind him, to be honest. I don't mind him at all. And I do feel that he hasn't had a run of games up top for us to prove his worth. And we saw what he could do against PSG in that away Champions League game. You know, you give him chances, he will score. And we've seen glimmers of it with his takedown and layoff to set up that goal in one of the other Champions League games. Can't remember off the top of my head. But he has got quality. For me, I don't think Muani was, I don't think in his head he wanted to join us in the first place. He had a good season at Juve. He wanted to stay there. Juve went and signed that David, and they got him up front now on a free transfer. And PSG, they weren't interested in keeping him, and it felt like, for me, he's been part off to us. He wasn't interested in joining us really, but it was like one of the only options, and he's come to us. And he perked up against PSG in that Champions League game, but what has he done apart from that? Not a lot. But saying that at the same time, he's been played out on the wing and what have you, and Richie has kind of held that position. For me, in games, it felt like on times they could have swapped with each other. So Richie could have gone to the left and Muani in the middle, just to mix it up a little bit, you know. But I don't know with Muani. We'll have to see, innit? I do think, well, obviously we need better in them forward positions, and I know Tal's been linked with a loan move away to Paris FC, is it? Who are flying high at the moment in the French league. He wants to play regular for his potential get in that France squad. But our options out there at the moment, Odebert and him. I don't know, what other options have we got out there? And neither of them have stepped up. I predicted that at the start of the season. I was like, we're putting too many eggs in them baskets of him or Odebert stepping up. And let's be honest, neither one of them have. I was shouting out for Lookman at the start of the window, and God, I wish we signed him and loaned out Odebert or Tal, either one of them or both of them. Well, either one of them, really. That didn't happen, and now we're stuck at the same position now, where neither one of them have really stepped up, and we're just, the left-hand side of attack is letting us down big time. I know Kudus was good early on at the beginning of the season, and then it felt like, I don't know, he was trying to do it all for himself all the time. He was trying to do it, all of it, because no one else was stepping up there. And I get the frustration with Romero and Van der Ven, and we've seen them losing their cool quite a lot. But I think that's because what they got in front of them, Bentancur been starting a lot recently in centre midfield. And I think his injury might be a little bit of a blessing for Palhinha, because, honest to God, I think he's one of the best number 6 in the Premier League. And I've been disappointed for a while to see him on the bench too many times. I think him and Gallagher are going to form a really good partnership in there. Well, I'm hoping anyway. And Gallagher is more progressive, and Palhinha can just sit and do his job. I don't know, we can have on number 10, Simmons. He's been, he's shown a lot of spark recently. He's shown, he's taken time to settle. And you know what it's like, people coming from abroad, sometimes it takes, 6 months to get settled in, and I think he's settling in now, and hopefully, he's going to get that run of games now where he can go and show us what he's capable of, because he was absolutely smashing in Germany before he came to us, but obviously he had a little bit more time on the ball. I think now he's getting to grips with it. Now he's realising maybe he hasn't got so much time. You've got to do things a bit quicker. And we saw that in the last couple of games. He's starting to get, for me, shoots. And that's all you can ask for. A little bit of shoots, and then boom. I think he's gonna excel in the next few weeks. Between now and the end of the season, I think we're going to see a whole new animal of Simmons. And Bergvall, I know he's still young. He shows shoots here and there. Fantastic goal against West Ham in the reverse fixture last year. Got West Ham on the weekend. He's back. But that's the thing with him and Gray, because they're so young. You're going to get good games out of them, and then you're going to get, in between games, they haven't got, the panache yet, if that makes sense. And hopefully they will obviously develop and what have you. But, that's the thing. We put too much in the too young, too early, and expecting big things of them, and putting big price tags against them. Signing Archie Gray for 40 million? Roden in that part exchange. It's big pressure. I know Bergvall was cheaper and what have you. Same with Simmons, he's still young, and there's a lot of potential there. But we need more ready now players. And that's why I'm really glad for the Gallagher signing, in a sense. Yeah, I know he's an ex-Chelsea and what have you, but he comes with experience. He's going to be chomping at the bit to get in that England squad. He can shore up that midfield. Him and Palhinha. Palhinha can just win the ball. That's all his job is going to be. And Gallagher, is he going to be that number 8 or number 10? Because we saw in the Pochettino season, he was more playing like a number 10. So I do wonder what's going to prevail there, and maybe this weekend will be a better kind of indication of that. It'll be interesting to see how Frank plays him, whether he's going to be that number 8 or he's going to be that number 10. But overall, I know I said about the Chelsea doubts and what have you, but the way they treated him at the end, I don't think he's going to give a hoot about Chelsea going forward. I think he'll be here to play his absolute best. And all we want to see is everyone play 100% for the shirt. And I have no doubt he's gonna do that. And hopefully he'll make an impact now this weekend. And he's gonna want to show Thomas Tuchel why he should be in that England squad. come the end of the season. So hopefully we get an inside look of his mentality this weekend now against West Ham, against one of our rivals. Say one of our rivals. It's always they treat this game way bigger than we do, and I know it means it's like their FA Cup final, isn't it? Every time they play us, home or away, even when we've been absolutely class and the Pochettino and what have you, they always turn up and give their all, to be fair to them. So yeah, we got to be on our game this Saturday, and my God, we need the 3 points. We need the 3 points, and Thomas Frank needs the 3 points. Yeah. Honest to God, in terms of targets, I still think we need to sort that left-hand side out. I know we've been linked with Yildiz from Juve. He's a hell of a player. I'd be surprised if we could even pull that off. I know Paratici is here now until, beginning of February. Is he going to go all out and try and do a blockbuster window for us, knowing he's already going? I don't understand that. For me, if you go in, just go. Your heart's not in it anymore. I know he gave that speech about, Spurs mean a lot to me and blah, 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 blah. Nah. He got his ban, didn't he? And been paying him his contract for like all through that ban or what have you. I can't imagine he had suspended pay for that. And then all of a sudden he's free again August, September, or his ban lifted then, and then all of a sudden he's gone in the next transfer window. It's like, yeah, cheers, mate. And I don't get what the fan base is on about. Like, giving him the, like, well done, mate, well done, you've done an epic job. Did he really? He signed a couple of really good players. Like, obviously, Bentancur and Kulusevski at the end of the Conte era. Oh, well, Conte, when he got us in that top four, wasn't it? Brilliant signings, brilliant. Yeah, fair dues. He deserves a lot of credit for that. After that then, Romero, yeah, brilliant. And then it was a couple of others, but then he also had a lot of misses then as well, didn't he? Brian Gill, for example. I'm sure he was responsible for Lamela plus 20 million for him. It's like, Emerson Royale, Jesus Christ. And there's been a few other misses as well. So, I don't know. I don't even know what Lange is doing. Like, I don't know. I know Villa got rid of him because he was like, I don't know. They decided they wanted to move on from him. And, yeah. It'll be interesting to see what happens for the rest of this window. I don't know what's going on with that Souza. Hopefully that gets announced pretty soon, because apparently he's meant to be the real deal. As far as Tim Vickery is concerned, Ancelotti is already keeping tabs on him for like left back for Brazil, which speaks volumes. And 13 million is a small change in this world these days, isn't it, for Premier League clubs, you know? So yeah, let's see what happens for the rest of the window. It'd be interesting to see if Mateta moves, and I saw Gaze go into Man City, and that's what we're competing against, isn't it? It's like, that's what irks me with this FFP. It's like, where was that before Man City and Chelsea? And they can do what they want, really, can't they? They've already got the money behind them. They've already established themselves with the squads and stuff before all that came into play. And yeah, let's see what happens. But hopefully the money is still there to spend. Went into this window apparently with 100 million. Sol Johnson, Bo Gallagher. So really speaking, there should be 100 million still there to spend. So yeah, let's hopefully we're still going to do big things this window, and Paratici leaves with a bang and signs 2 or 3 top players. I will tilt my hat to him. Anyway, as always, come on you Spurs, and let's hope we can have a epic end of the window and push on. We're out of both competitions now. We've got the Premier League is finishing as high as we can, and hopefully we can have a surprise run in the Champions League. I'm you know, we saw things under Pochettino. He wasn't doing good in the league on his last season. Got us to the final, but my God, we had a lot of slices of luck in all that. Yeah, let's see. We're always hopeful, and I don't know. Like I said in the last video, it kind of feels like the season's done, but you never know. See what happens. But anyway, as always, come on you Spurs.